Hello everyone, my name is Rashmi Joshi. I'm a student of B.Ed second semester at the Inspiration College of Teacher Education, Katgodam, Nainital. The topic of my presentation is Euclid, the great mathematician and his contribution in the development of mathematics. In this presentation, I'm going to focus on three main points. First of all, I will talk about the biographical sketch. Second, we will look at his contributions, and finally I will explain about the elements. I would like to begin with the introduction. Euclid, sometimes called Euclid of Alexandria, was a Greek mathematician regarded as the father of modern geometry. His life is relatively unknown due to the lack of original references. He probably was born about 365 BC. Although his exact birth and death places and circumstances are unknown, it is believed that he was a student of Plato. It is also believed that the great mathematician and physicist Archimedes was one of his students. He probably was born about 365 BC. It is assumed that he died in 265 BC. By occupation, he is a Greek mathematician and physicist. He is a Greek national. There are so many books that he seems to have written, and most of them are now lost. He wrote The Elements, the most widely used mathematics textbook in history. During the last 2000 years, the series has been used to teach geometry. It has been translated into Latin and Arabic. Euclid and his contribution in the development of mathematics. It includes Euclid's definitions, his axioms, five postulates, and theorems given by him. Here are some of the definitions given by Euclid. A point is that which has no parts. The description of a point that which has no part indicates that Euclid will be treating a point as having no width, length, and breadth. A line has a breadthless length. Says that a line will have one dimension. The extremities of a line are points. The straight line is that which has length only. It means a straight line has no width. Surface is that which has length and breadth. A surface has length and breadth but no thickness. Therefore, a surface has two dimensions. The edges of the surface are lines only. For example, a hemisphere is a surface and its edges is the circumference of a circle, a kind of line. One can draw a straight line from any point to any point. This postulate just means that if you have any two points A and B, for example, then you can always connect them by a straight line. When the lines containing angle are straight, the angle is called rectilinear angle. Euclid's axioms. Axioms are claims that are shown to be self-evidently true without any need for proof. Things which are equal to the same thing are equal to one another. That is, if A is equals to C and B is equals to C, then A is equals to B. Here, A, B and C are same kind of thing. For example, if an area of a triangle equals to the area of a rectangle and the area of a rectangle equals that of a square, then the area of a triangle also equals the area of a square. If equals are added to equals, the whole are equal. That is, if A is equals to B and C is equals to D, then A plus C is equals to B plus D. For example, a line cannot be added to a rectangle, nor can an angle be compared to a pentagon. If equals are subtracted, the remainder are equal. Things which are halves of the same thing are equal to one another. If half of x is equals to half of y, then x is equals to y. Things which coincide with one another are equal to one another. If segment AB is equals to segment BA, then we can say angle A is equals to angle A. Euclid's postulates. A postulate is an assumption that needs no explanation. For example, through any two points there is exactly one line, or a line contains at least 2 points. Euclid's postulates were: postulate number 1: a straight line may be drawn from any one point to any other point. What I mean to say, a straight line segment can be formed by joining any 2 points in space. Postulate 2: two terminated lines can be produced indefinitely. Any straight line can be extended indefinitely on both sides. Postulate 3: a circle can be drawn with any center and radius. For any line segment, a circle can be drawn with its center at one endpoint, at the radius of the circle as the length of the line segment. Postulate 4: all right angles are equal to one another. It means all right angles are congruent or equal to one another. Postulate 5: it says two lines are parallel to each other if they intersect the third line and the interior angle between them is 180 degrees. Euclid's theorems. Two distinct lines cannot have more than one point in common. It means it is impossible for two distinct lines to have more than one point in common. Theorem second, which is also known as Euclid's division lemma. Given positive integers a and b, there exist unique integers q and r satisfying a is equals to bq plus r, where r is greater than equal to this and less than equal to b. The elements. It is assumed that he did not originate most of the ideas in the elements. He collected important mathematical and geometric knowledge in one book. The element is a textbook rather than a reference book. He gave definitions, postulates, axioms. He called axioms common notions. He gave some of his original works or discoveries, such as the first known proof that there are infinitely many prime numbers. Book in the Elements by Euclid. The Elements has 13 chapters, often called books, divided into three main sections. Chapter 1 to 6 is about plane geometry. Chapter 7 to 10 is about arithmetic and numbers theory. Chapter 11 to 13 is about solid geometry. Every chapter begins with definitions. Definitions such as a point is that which has no part. It is estimated that only half of Euclid's work remain. Euclid's work that still exist are the elements, data, division of figures, phenomena, and optics. Here are some books written by Euclid. So, in this presentation, I have tried my best to cover as much as possible about the great mathematician Euclid, who is also known as the father of geometry. I have covered the biography of Euclid, his contributions such as axioms, postulates, theorems, etc., and about the famous book, The Elements. This concludes my discussion of Euclid's contribution to mathematics. Thank you for listening.